I've been having a lot of trouble figuring out how to make this video, but we're just gonna go for it. The Wheel of Time season 3 came to a close, and many of us were left to wonder: would there be a season 4? All signs pointed to no. Don't let it be fooled. Don't let the people that are in shock over this news fool you that a 97% Rotten Tomato score is good enough to save a series that just keeps losing more and more viewers. But I've been having trouble how to sort of go at this. But I figured, what the hey, let's just go for it. The Wheel of Time show has officially been canceled. No, all you people that are in denial, every movie site on the internet is not wrong, and it's not a rumor. The Wheel of Time is canceled. But there is some people who could say, including myself, that the Wheel of Time was never on TV. Because it wasn't. This fake poser of a show that is the wolf in sheep's clothing of Wheel of Time was finally taken off the air because nobody watched it, nobody cared, and it sucked. And it's a shame because there were many of us, including myself, that were very excited for the Wheel of Time to finally get a chance to be shown on TV. There is a massive amount of drama and stories to be to be had. The story is great, and there's tons and tons of stuff to go over. But most of us knew from the get that all of our hopes, all of our dreams of Wheel of Time being shown to us in a live action format were gone from episode 1, season 1. My channel is here today because there's a large number of us who were being gaslit into thinking that we were crazy, that the show was fine, and that we were the outliers. You would go to the bigger YouTube channels that were Wheel of Time. You would go to look at articles about how triumphant and great the show was. And I thought I was nuts. But thankfully, like many of you that are watching this video now, we found each other, which is the best part of the Wheel of Time show being on television. Is I found many people, many great people, who weren't afraid to speak their mind and tell the truth about this failed production. The Wheel of Time was a failure from the start. The show, I'm talking the show. When I say the Wheel of Time, which I shouldn't, I should just say the Wheel of Prime, because that's what it's called far and wide, because it isn't the Wheel of Time. The Wheel of Prime was doomed from conception. Rafe Judkins somehow convinced the people at Amazon that he was a super fan and that he cared about the Wheel of Time. He says he read the book with his mom when he was 5. I have trouble believing that now. Or maybe that was the only time he read it. I don't know. But he's sure not a fan of the series, because what ended up on the screen was far from the Wheel of Time. What we got was a bunch of butchered plot threads, a bunch of stories dropped. We got some names of characters and places that they go, but none of the actions that they do are in these episodes. Rand al'Thor is the main character of the Wheel of Time. For all of you that want to fool yourselves into thinking that he's not, well, you're just wrong. And I don't like to tell people that they read a story wrong, but if you've read the Wheel of Time thinking that Rand is not the main character, you're reading the story wrong. Now, me saying that doesn't mean there isn't a giant cast of characters that are very, very important to the story, because there are. That is part of what makes the Wheel of Time great. There's a character for everybody. Everybody has a favorite character, whether it's Rand, Matt, Perrin, Nynaeve, Egwene, Elaine, Min, Lan, all of these characters. That's just, you got Tom. There's a million characters to choose from. None of these characters were present on the screen of Wheel of Prime. Not one of them. Every single one of them, from the root of their character on the show, did not have any of the characteristics of the characters in the book. None of them. The stories and the accomplishments that they have in the books are not present in the show. We are more worried about a certain Moraine Demodred, Moraine Sedai, who, even though was not the main character of the books, was a great character in the books. This character, because Rafe Judkins loved Rosamund Pike, was made to be the lead and destroyed the show. Because of the insistence of writing for the actor or actress and not for the plot of the story failed over and over again. We insisted on going, hey, Kate Fleetwood, she's a great actress, so we need to make Leandrin a central plot point of the story. No. How about you write the story as it is? Nobody ever asked for a one-to-one storytelling of the Wheel of Time. It is another falsehood that people will tell you of all of us that wanted this show to be successful, because we wanted it to be successful. We never, ever, 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 ever thought that you could tell a one-to-one story of Wheel of Time. But you could at least follow the plot threads and tell the story that is in the books. That was never tried or accomplished from the Wheel of Time from the start. Season 3 had one, maybe 30-minute bit in it that was story adjacent. And the rest is nonsensical nonsense. Not good enough. Not good enough, not even close. And it's sad because you have a long cast of actors, some of which are better than others, that were probably sold a bill of goods. Joshua Stardowski should be the most popular actor in Hollywood right now. He plays Randall Thor, the Dragon Reborn, a character that is not present in the Wheel of Time TV show. Rand is there to prop up Moraine. Rand is there to stand behind Moraine. Moraine is the main character because Rosamund Pike, man, she's a great actress. And don't be fooled. 97% on Rotten Tomatoes, who gives a crap? Rotten Tomatoes is a joke. We've known it from the start. We know it now. Rotten Tomatoes is bought and paid for. It means nothing. The viewership numbers are going down episode after episode, falling off the Nielsen charts, and only coming to surface up with a 368 after the season finale comes up because there's nothing else on TV to watch. 368 is where it ended. 300,680 minutes for one of the most popular fantasy series ever written. Millions and millions. Millions and millions. You can't even get a billion watch hours in one episode. It's pathetic. And that's why it's canceled. It's canceled because you had a group of people that decided that even though there is a very large amount of strong, powerful women that are great characters, we decided, well, we got to make it even more. And then we have to threaten the fans that if you complain about how a character is portrayed, we're going to make that character gay. We're going to threaten the fans. We're going to threaten the fans and try and make them look bad. Because how dare us say that your show is poorly written and that you're not writing the Wheel of Time, you're writing your own nonsense. I was talking with some of those wonderful people I met. Half of the major accomplishments that characters make in the books were in season 3 are not made. Most of the main storylines are dropped for nonsense because we like actresses and actors, not because we want to tell a story. Did the Wheel of Prime die? Well, yes, it's dead. Thank goodness it's dead. Because now, maybe because Wheel of Prime is gone, maybe, just maybe, the IP can start healing, and maybe we'll get Wheel of Time shown on TV again in my generation, in my time. Because that is my fear, that like Star Wars is a damaged brand. Andor was pretty good, but nobody wants to give it a chance because Star Wars is damaged. Game of Thrones is damaged. So everybody was afraid of House of the Dragon because of how bad Game of Thrones ended. Wheel of Time never started. But the public thinks it did. Everybody that didn't watch goes, Wheel of Time, isn't that failed show that was on Amazon? Nobody watched it. I heard it was garbage. Well, it was garbage, and thank God it's gone. And hopefully, now that it's gone, maybe iWatt will sell their shares, and we can get somebody that actually cares about the brand to make it. Because while iWatt Red Eagle still owns most of it, I'm afraid we're never going to get a Wheel of Time that we can be proud of. That game that they say they're making, don't bet on it. The Age of Legends trilogy that we're supposed to get, doubtful. It's not going to happen. Because, well, we just are interested in holding an IP hostage instead of making money for some reason. I've never understood it. But that's where we lay. Wheel of Prime is gone. Wheel of Prime is canceled. And maybe one day soon we will get to watch Wheel of Time as we wanted, since we still have not seen it on screen. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all your support. And we are going to see you on the channel for all kinds of things. So I hope you stick around. Well, cross your fingers for the next Wheel of Time production. Hopefully we get one in a few years. That's my hope. And just to leave, don't you worry about it. Nobody's gonna save it. Anybody that wants to lose money would save this program. And you know, I don't think anybody's in the interest of losing money these days. So things seem to be normalizing in that aspect. So I doubt we're gonna have a Netflix save here, but who knows? If it does, I won't be here to make fun of it because, well, it's a shit show. So thanks for watching, and we will hopefully see you all on the channel doing all kinds of things. So we'll see you soon. Thank you very much, and Wheel of Prime is dead. Bye.